Well, this was a nail biter. Wait, what? Oh, we won by 26? Guess not. Here's a review. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Drew, better known as RockChalk01, and yesterday, whenever you're watching this, the 9th-ranked Kansas Jayhawks were back in Allen Fieldhouse to take on the West Virginia Mountaineers and obliterated the heck out of West Virginia by a final score of 85-59. Honestly, this surprised me. For the most part, the first half kind of figured it'd be that way, as a couple guys were out with injury, Remy Martin especially, Zach Clemens is out too. But the second half, completely different story. Everything changed once the second half got underway, and now KU is 14-2 and looking as dominant as ever, surprisingly. Anyway, for those of you who do not know, I give positives and negatives about the game. I give a player the game and a player who needs to improve. So without further ado, let's jump into this shit. So my big positive was that KU actually did well containing West Virginia and making them shoot very poorly from the field the entire night. KU forced West Virginia to shoot 27% from the field and 22% from beyond the arc, along with the 75% from the free throw line. So, again, with the free throw percentage, that's pretty good. But 27% from the field and 22% from the three. We contained the heck out of them. Both halves. I mean, it was good that KU did this, and actually, we were really good defensively. Another good thing that happened in this game was KU's second half. The entire second half, KU played amazing. KU shot for the half 61% from the field and 46% from beyond the arc, along with 75% from the free throw line, but we'll get to why free throws is not really a big positive in this game. But overall, KU did fairly well shooting the ball the entire game as well. 51% from the field, 38% from beyond the arc. So good numbers all around, especially defensive side and offensive side. Rebounding, KU did much better in the second half rebounding, but for the entire game, KU out-rebounded West Virginia 47-38. And if you only had KU's defensive rebounds and just took out the offensive rebounds in total, KU would have only lost the battle by 5, 38-33. So grabbing 14 extra offensive rebounds is a good key there. KU forced 12 turnovers against the Mountaineers, and 14 points were scored off those turnovers. KU had more second chance points, 18-14, and points in the paint, 54-20 in favor for the Hawks. So yeah, those are great numbers all around. Negatives, free throws. We stunk. Couldn't shoot a free throw and make it to save our lives. A couple guys in particular. But KU shot 56% from the free throw line. So that needs to change. That needs to be fixed fast as we get into the bulk of conference play. Another thing, KU turned the ball over a lot. 13 turnovers and 15 points were scored off those turnovers. So not good there. Also, not big in factors, but bench points. We really didn't get any guys scoring off the bench a lot, as West Virginia's bench actually outplayed KU's bench 29-9. But other than that, this first half was a little bit shaky, just shooting-wise. But overall, KU did fairly well and blew out West Virginia. So with that being said, those are my positives and negatives. Player of the game. It is very tough in this situation, but I can narrow it down to 3 guys. and I'm going to give honorable mentions first. The first one, there's no surprise. Ochai Agbaji keeping up with his averages throughout the season and also in Big 12 play. 20 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 block in 37 minutes of play. Had a good shooting night. 8 of 17 from the field, 4 of 8 from beyond the arc, but 0 for 1 from the free throw line, which is a little iffy to say the least. But he had a good shooting night and he's kept his numbers up, and we'll go from there. The other guy that I'm going to give an honorable mention to is Jalen Wilson. Had an incredible game. 23 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, a block, and 2 steals in 32 minutes. Jalen played out of his mind, and it's a good thing that happened because without him and his numbers, this game would have been completely different. And he shot the ball insanely well. 10 of 13 from the field, 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. So increasing those 3-point field goal percentages and also field goal percentages because he was around, I can't remember the actual number, but he's now over 50%, or not over 50%, closer to 50% from the field, but also like 26% from beyond the arc now. Could be wrong, but another 50 3-point field goal percentage, so that's good there. But he is not my player of the game either. My player of the game is going to be David McCormick. Thank God this happened. David, 19 points, 15 rebounds, his second double-double of the season. Also had 3 assists and a block shot in 29 minutes of play. Thank God this happened. And honestly, give Bob Huggins' team credit. They left David open. They knew that he was the weakest link, and sure enough, David told him to shut up. And he actually shot very well from the field and did well from the free throw line. 9 of 13 from the field and went 1 of 1 from the line, which, yeah, but still, David, his second double-double of the season, I have to give it to him in this case. So David's my player of the game. My player who needs to improve, that's going to be Christian Braun. Despite having, what would you say, a good game defensively, a good game passing-wise, there and all around wise, just the shooting numbers dropped a lot, and that's honestly what really needs to improve. Despite that, 8 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, 1 steal in 34 minutes. You would think that is like player of the game worthy numbers, but the reason why he's my player who needs to improve is, again, his shooting numbers were awful. Despite a 2 for 2 free throw percent, or 2 for 2 from the line, 3 of 10 from the field and 0 for 3 from beyond the arc. A couple of shots just did not fall. And also he had 4 turnovers in this game. He just got a little, in a way, antsy. But I think this is going to be hopefully just this small cold spurt for him. But I think he'll be fine. Just shots didn't fall. And unfortunately that does suffer. And then also the turnovers were a big problem. So that's why he's going to be my player who needs to improve. So with that being said, player of the game is David McCormick. Player who needs to improve, Christian Braun. And that's going to do it for my review of KU versus West Virginia. Again, the final score, Kansas 85, West Virginia 59. Leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Push that notification bell. Tell your friends about these videos. And I should see you again for the next review as the Jayhawks head down to Norman, Oklahoma to take on the Oklahoma Sooners. But until then, have a good day. Never ever bring exotic dancers to the field house, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.